team at University of Washington, we visit Children's Hospital, and we visit sick kids that love soccer. And 3 of the 4 kids we visited were goalkeepers. And then I started to do the math, thinking, well, there's only 1 or 2 goalkeepers per team of 18 to 22 kids. And how come the only people I'm bumping into are goalkeepers? So I had too much spare time one day on my hands, and I think I was sitting on the plane, and I started just Googling the components of the turf. And it was immediately when I started reading what was in it, and that those are cancer-causing agents, that kind of the hairs on the back of my neck rose. And since then, I've just run into my list of people in Washington are up to close to 50, but now the list is 230 people that have spent a life on pyrochrome.
230.
230, yeah. And out of those 230, those are all, let's see, there's a 230 total. 183 of those are soccer players, specifically soccer players. And
most of them are goalkeepers?
114 of those are goalkeepers. So that's 62% of those people on my list are goalkeepers.
Sure.
Anytime it's in the media, I can tell because my phone starts ringing off the hook. And it's usually people that say, can you please add my son or daughter to your list? She's a goalkeeper and she's just been diagnosed with cancer. Or it's people that say, look, I'm a toxicologist, or I'm an environmentalist, and I want to help any way that we can help. So yeah, every time it creates quite a stir from people all over the world.
And have you been in contact with the industry already?
They reached out to me early and said, hey, I've got a report to show you that it's safe. And I said, great, I'd love to read it, and thought I'd be in over my head. I thought they were going to send me like stack of documents with, chemicals and all these tests. And they sent me a 12-page document, and it was a test of 4 fields that tested 4 chemicals. Well, there's over 100 chemicals and over 100 toxins in this industry, and that kind of what triggered me. I'm like, what? I know, like I said, I know I'm not a scientist, but I can shoot holes through this. So that's when I was like, you know what? There's something, you're trying to hide something. Well, I know the EPA and the Department of Health in our state of Washington, they're matching my list with the cancer registry to make sure that all the data that I have collected is 100% correct. And if they do, and if they see something that really is skewed more than the natural rate of cancer for that age demographic, then I think they're going to take a much deeper look in it. And I know that I think the one thing that they're concerned about is the number of lymphomas on the list for that age demographic. From what I understand, it seems like a much higher number. Usually at the ages that they're looking at, the leukemia is a childhood cancer and should be much higher. So that's just, I don't know. I just pass on the data and say give it to people who know more. I don't think anything good can come of a tire that's been deemed toxic and has been deemed a waste product and unhealthy for humans. And grind it up into 1 million pieces so the surface level is 10,000 times what it normally was, and make it a good product. I do think that it's unhealthy for people.